Hey everybody, it's Rocket Day. I know, you're not outside. Correct, I'm in the lab. Because there's a couple things I wanted to talk about that are present in the rockets we will shoot off today. Some design elements that we've changed, and I know that I always talk about these elements, but I rarely show them. So over here, you can see an array of rocket parts. We can start with this, which is a fin tube that an engine would go in. Another kind of fin tube, another kind of engine tube that an engine would go in, and then an engine. So, we used to do things this way. This is a solid piece where the motor would go in here and there'd be a screw. This was fine. In fact, it was super reliable, except hot. So the engine heat had no place to go, so it would fuse to this piece and this would melt. Also, lots of weight with these threads and lots of weight with the retainer ring. So, I thought, what are we going to do? So what we did is we've created an engine tube that the engine can go in like this, so it's secure. And then we pop that tube inside the fin tube. What that does is it leaves air between the inside tube and the outside tube so that it has a place for the heat to go, and if it does fuse, it only fuses to this. Obviously that meant a trade-off. I could no longer have thick grooves to put my fins into because I didn't have a lot of space to play with. So we had to switch to these little ears so that now the fins mount on the outside. We'll talk a little bit more about how fins are mounted another time. The other problem, as you noticed, is that sometimes the chute doesn't come out. Actually, lots of times. And that is because what normally happens is there's a piece of paper in there, right? And all we do is we crumple up this piece of paper, and I'm going to do it for you, very much like that. And you stick that piece of paper in, and this piece of paper is meant to take the force of the engine and push it out the top of the rocket and hopefully pop the nose cone. Everything comes out. But it hasn't been happening. So I've switched to a piston where the force of the engine will push the piston through the tube, up the string, and pow! Off goes the top, pushing out all the stuff for a very reliable deployment. We'll see if that works today. Every single rocket today is built in the same way, using the same technology, so we'll be able to test whether the big ones and the little ones all happen as successfully and what our rate of success is. We'll be heading down to the launch area in a few minutes. Next thing you'll see is me, Casper, Sheldon, and Kendrick presenting the rockets for the day. Thanks for watching. See you there.